Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Planescape Torment, where we're going to talk to people. Did we talk to him last time? I think we may have done. Did we do that? How did it completed? Find a way to help Ingress. Turns out Ingress left her living teeth as payment. There you go, Mort. Don't say I don't help you. I need to find a shop. I need to find someone who can identify things as well. How do I talk to people again? Now, there are still some people here who are named who we've not talked to. We've got Elias, Barkus, Ilquix. There's some people up here, and there's some named fiends. If memory serves, let's go and talk to people we haven't spoken to yet. You see a trim, muscular man dressed in clothing that is comparatively drab and mundane compared to most of the outfits you've seen in the city. He carries himself with an air of supercilious arrogance. He also looks dramatically out of place here. "What do you want?" he asks. Who are you? "I am Elias, warrior of renown. Surely you have heard of me." "Oh, tell the truth." "No." "Can it truly be? Can it truly be that none in this town have heard of me or my exploits? Alas, I shall have to prove myself all over again, and here I had thought my fame had spread across the world." What world are you from?" "I come from the city of Alaburn, on the River Tame. Surely you have heard of its glories and wonders. No matter. This place is benighted and ignorant when it comes to the splendors of true cities. I am told that my land is what is called a prime by the denizens of this city, though a prime of what, I don't know." "Well, how did you get here?" "I was chasing my old foe, the villainous life shade, Tanalel." He pauses, waiting for acknowledgement, and then continues. "He conjured his demonic magic and opened himself a doorway, and hurled himself through it. Before he could flee me entirely, I threw myself after him and found myself here." "You're one of the clueless." "I get it, you're one of the clueless." "Oh, are they called clueless because they don't understand the planes or something?" I assume he's going to take offense. So let's... I want to press him on that, because I want to see what other dialogue comes up. I don't think we... Yeah, you're one of the clueless. We'll say that. He bristles, reddening, and his hand clutches convulsively around the hilt of his sword. "Clueless, is it? I take offense to your words, sirrah, and bid you farewell in the hopes that we should never cross paths again." He turns away from you, still flushed with pride and rage. I would have liked a little thing just to suggest that actually clueless means that, you don't understand how... you're called clueless because you're not from, I assume, Sigil. Just wanted to ask some questions. "Then be on with it, scarred one. Ask and be got and be done." Who are the taverns of this patrons of this tavern? "The only person I know here is Ebb there. I am new to this place, and I do not make it my business to meddle in the affairs of others. Did you have any other further questions, or may I continue to enjoy my solitude?" More questions first. "I'd like to apologize to you." He appears entirely shocked, as if the notion of apologies is alien to him. "You wish to apologize?" "That's what I said." Then I suppose, as a point of honor, I must accept your apology. Very well. In return, I offer my apology as well. Let us set the matter aside and speak no more of it." "Ah, very good. What can you tell me of this place?" "I do not know. When I arrived here, I realized I needed a place to regain my bearings. Imagine my shock at discovering that even a simple tavern in this part of the world is populated by eccentrics and crazies. I have truly been transported to a madhouse." Where are you from? That's going to go round again. Certainly seems that way sometimes. "What knowledge do you seek?" "Have you heard of a collector named Farod?" "Farod? Collector? These are names and terms unfamiliar to me. But if I should hear them mentioned in any other context, I shall certainly remember your face. Indeed, I could not forget it." "Thank you." I think we've gone through everything with Elias. Ilquix. He's a short, rotund man with a perplexed expression on his face. From the lines on his loose skin, it looks like it's not too uncommon. What? A short, rotund man with a perplexed... Oh, the expression, I see. He carries a flagon of ale that looks like it's in the process of being emptied, rapidly. In between swallows, he speaks in a gentle voice, so quiet you can barely hear his words. Hello, traveller. My name is Ilquix. Can I be of some assistance to you? Greetings. I would like to ask some questions. What do you want to know, my friend? Who are you? I am but a humble man with a slight, flowery, poetical bent and a tendency toward the supernatural. I regret that I have none of my supplies here, or I should be most eager to teach you of the ways of power. Perhaps some later time? Oh, yes, I would like that. For now, though, I have some other questions. What did you want to know, my friend? Who is that who exactly are you? Oh, I've already asked that, okay. I thought I might have pressed for more information. Who is that burning man? That? Ha! That is the last unfortunate who chose to exercise his individual will without the strength to back up his desires. His name is Ignis, and he was a pyromaniac. He burned and didn't burn the right people, and wound up channeling more raw power than he could control. Now, well, you can see what became of him. If you wish to learn more of him, perhaps that poor creature Drusilla can help you. Some other questions. What can you tell me of the patrons here? The patrons of this tavern are many and varied. I've spoken with most and find them delightful, with the exception of those creatures of law. He gestures towards the pair of Abishai sitting in the corner. I think that's these fellows. They taint the air with their presence, lending an unwholesome stench to an otherwise pleasant environment. I recommend speaking to Barkis. I understand he requires some aid with a trifling matter. Then we have that O character. I'm still trying to understand him fully. It is quite an undertaking, if I say so myself. Those are the folks of interest here. The others, well, perhaps I am too discriminating. Why do you despise these creatures of law? A fine question, my friend. My upbringing has been on the chaotic side of the Great Ring. You may speak to Kandrian Illborn, a misnomer, if ever I heard one, of the plains. He fancies himself a great plain-walker. To return from my digression, I have lived many years with chaos, and find it pleasantly agreeable. To me, the taint of law, as in those creatures there, is reprehensible and tyrannical. If I am to be crushed underfoot, I'd rather it be by an individual than a machine that knows nothing of emotion. I disagree. Do I? Well, quite frankly, I don't want to be crushed underfoot, but... I would rather... I don't know. Would I rather be crushed by someone who thought they were doing the right thing? Or someone who was just out for themselves? Oh, that's it. I disagree. Do you want to be crushed by the Conservative Party or Boris Johnson? I should stop making political comment. Right, I disagree. Ilquick smiles toothily, his fat cheeks barely moving. To each his own, I say. Do you have more questions? Yes, I think so. What can you tell me about this place? This place? The Smouldering Corpse Tavern? A fine establishment with a fine owner. Barkis is a true gentleman, and ambitious to increase his standing to boot. These, I feel, are most useful qualities one can possess. Many would agree with you. Farewell. Let us speak to Barkis, then. And then we'll go and talk to these lawful people. You see a leather-skinned man with just a hint of ashen colour to his face. His teeth seem sharper than normal, and his eyes are filled with the boredom that comes with having seen too much. His voice is nasal and clipped. You again, eh? What do you want this time? You again? What do you mean? Yeah, you again. You got a hearing problem or something now? You was in here about 15 years ago, got all bubbed up, smashed up the place, and left a pile of coin that wasn't enough to pay for damages. So you plucked out your own eyeball and tells me you'll be back to reclaim it when you got 200 coins together. With 15 years of interest, you got about 500 coins. You got the jink, pal. I got your eye. I don't have that much. Then you're not getting your eye back. Make sense? Come talk to me when you got the jink. Alright, and some questions, would you? Hurry up, will you? I got paying customers. Who are you? Me? I'm Barkis, owner and keeper of this place. What is this place, then? Didn't you see the sign out front? Didn't you see the Burke burning over the furnace when you came in? It's a smouldering corpse, Catter. Best damn pub house in Sigil. At least it's the best pub house in this part of the hive, which makes it one of the best in Sigil. Huh, they got fancy places with plants and such in the ladies' ward, and they got fiendish taverns salted around the rest of the hive. None of them got the character of the smouldering corpse. Who is he? Him? Ignis. He used to be a flame wizard, burned down pieces of the hive and got himself scranked by a bunch of other mages. You want to know more about him? Go talk to Drusilla down there by the door. I'd some more about something else. What can you tell me of the patrons here? I don't make it a point to interfere with the lives of the people who give me their hard-earned jink unless they ask me to. So, over there is Kandrian, Planewalker. He's a good one to talk to about any planewalking questions you might have. He's been pretty much everywhere. Down there is Zeb Creekneys, an old Harmonian basher. Don't hold that against him. And a tout. He's got a good heart in him, and he knows Sigil up and down. Them fiends over there are Aethelgren and Tagarin. Word of advice, don't deal with them. There might be low rankers in the fiend hierarchy, but they're still fiends. Ah, of course, they're lawful evil, I see. Then you got Ilquicks over there, not trustworthy. And some mercy killers looking for some poor sod. Dakan the Githzerai is a mystery to me. Don't know much about him. Don't talk much. Finally, you interested in earning some free bub? Yes. There's a bubber over against the far wall, hanging about in shadows. She's trying to work up her courage to slip out with it covering her tab. How do I make sure she don't do that? You do it, you got free bub here for life. I'll do it. Answer me some questions. I'm looking for Farad. Turns back and spits on the floor. Farad! Pah! You may as well just turn your back and let him sink a dagger in it. Though from the looks of you, you already have. If you're dead set on finding Farad, pardon the pun, talk to Eb Creekneys over there. He should know something of value. The old man? My thanks. I think we've already spoken to him, but we'll try talking again now that he's popped up with something. We're looking for someone in the shadows, I think over here somewhere. Right. Back for more, eh? Eb leans back in his chair. Good to see you again, lad. I had some questions. Do you know someone named Farad? Farad? Eb frowns, takes a pipe from himself. Nah, lad. What you be wanting with a Burke like Farad? I think he stole some of my belongings. Oh, no doubt, lad, no doubt. Eb grumbles, chewing on his pipe. You have to chain up everything around that grasping little spider. You should have been one of the fated the way anything not chained down slips into his parlour. Don't give him a yard or he'll take a league, eh? I already asked this question. I remember that, because I remember him saying league. What do you know about him? Well, now, I don't know everything there is to know about old Farad, but I know some of the dark surrounding him. You're determined to track down that spider and nail him to a wall. Suppose I could spill some of the chant so you know what you're tangling with. Pauses to tamp his pipe. Farad dug his nest deep into Ragpickers Square not too long ago. Got a bunch of collectors and gangs together. Started what one could almost consider a collecting faction, be that as it may be. Where can I find him? Well, lad, if you're looking for Farad, what I would say is pretty balmy of you. You're a little off the beaten path. You want to be finding Ragpickers Square. Chant is that Farad set up his kip somewhere in the square. Even an old fellow like me who's been around the ring a few times don't know exactly where. I think that Farad wants to keep the dark on his location dark. If you're all bound and determined to find Farad, go to Ragpickers Square and try and dig up Farad's location from some of the locals. Try and be careful about it. There's plenty in the square that would make a gut harp out of you as soon as they look at you.
Done.
Done.
I'm gone.
You clueless? Probably. Well, depends what you mean by clueless. Are you the person I meant to go and get? I think you are. Maybe I won't talk to these fiends then. What do you want? Parker says it's time for you to settle your tab. Pay up. She jumps a little and her nervous tension becomes full-fledged anxiety. What are you going to do? I ask you to go pay up. Now. I can't afford it. Can you spot me just 10%? I'll give it to him and he knows I'll pay the rest. How much do you need? I think about 100 coins to get started on that debt. Can you think of another solution? Another way to pay? Ha! You could always, kill me. I could, but I'd rather find another solution. She looks at you for a moment longer, swaying where she stands, and then says, alright, did you want something else? Some answers. Who are you? I'm Mokai, I just like to drink here, and I'm just a person you know. You're not really a dustman. You're not a dust. You don't act like one. No. I didn't have enough money to get codes, and I heard there was a dustman thief around, but you could probably find him somewhere else in the southwest part of the hive. I saw him, hid from him. And some questions, because I don't really... I need money. Actually, I need money for my eye, don't I? Oh dear, no. I could demand money. I don't know. I don't want to. It's that weird thing of like trying to. I don't know. Right, pay up. Ask you to go and pay. How much do you need? About 100. The other solution, yeah, it's basically. I think, yeah, give you the money, take it and pay up. I could probably sell things. Pockets your drink, glances briefly towards the door, almost as if she's weighing a chance of dashing out, sighs heavily as she realises there's no chance of me to walk glumly towards the bar. My thanks, I suppose. Don't mention it, and don't even think about heading for the door until you've paid up. Oh, right, you're heading there now, are you? Bloody pylons support the ramshackle roof. Maybe I won't interact with them. I know they're named, but yeah, being fiends, not a good sign. To keep an eye on you. Keep going, keep going. Like, more is just like, go on. Here's some money. I'll bring in some more later. You'd better, or I'll send him after you again. Yeah. Yeah. Again? What now? You won't be having trouble with Mokai again. Then friend, you have full bar privileges. For free, anything you want, anytime. Must have been a pretty big tab she ran up. You don't know half of it. You want a drink now? Yeah, go on. You got a drink. This is what we got for you. Beer, bitters, mead, elemental water, Arborian fire wine and fire seeds, cursed heart wine, and Bartorian whiskey. What'll it be? Information. No. Oh, it's just back to these questions, isn't it? Never mind. Alright. Right. I'd like to find a shop, because then I can try and sell off a lot of the stuff I've got. I'm not going to think about where I'm going next.
Done.
Done. I've tapped. Right. I need to find a shop. Actually, let's resolve a bar tab. Oh, hello. Oh, that is completed. Right. Box to Braskin. Sevtai. She was mourning the death. Ooh. Kill 3 of the starved dogs barking. Yeah, that's up here. That's around here, isn't it? And where's Braskin? Braskin... southwest. We're in the southeast. We want to actually go this way, don't we? I think.